Extreme Force was released on February 2nd, 2018. This set contained some of the highly sought after Link Vrains pack cards that the OCG had received and would warp the competitive landscape. Additionally, a new banlist would be released on February 5th, 2018. Blackwing, Gofu the Vague Shadow, Dandelion, Double Iris Magician, Level Eater, Max C, and Performapal Skullcrabat Joker were now banned from official tournament play. Apocalyphort Towers, Firewall Dragon, Grinder Golem, Performapal Damage Juggler, Monster Reborn, Spiral Resort, and Solemn Judgment were now limited to 1 copy each. And finally, Artifact Moraltac, Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, Brionac Dragon of the Ice Barrier, Card Trooper, Thunder King Ryo, Brain Control, El Shaddai Fusion, Future Fusion, Mind Control, Preparation of Right, Sacrifice, Bottomless Trap Hole, Ceasefire, Ojama Trio, and Torrential Tribute were now unlimited to 3 copies, although some of these cards did receive an errata.
In this series, both MBT and myself will be traversing the sands of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Each episode will take a deep dive into Yu-Gi-Oh's past formats and unlock new strategies as new sets become available. Strap yourselves in because anything is possible. Welcome to the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
I'm staring directly at the shirt of shame. I still have not washed it. It is standing up on its own. It has a scent. I really do not want to put that on. Okay, today's the day we get out of this sucker, and we're going to do it with Zephra. Now, this is going to conclude our coverage of the pre-flawed format. Now, keep in mind, there were a number of decks that had 1 or 2 tops during this period that we passed over. We'll go over them in Jank. This format was diverse, but almost every deck was trying to do something fundamentally unfun and unfair. Zephra is no exception. Now, Zephra's in a weird position. It competes for space with the premier Pendulum deck of the format, Pendulum Magician, and it's not hard to see how Pendulum Magician consistently came out on top. It's got an FTK when Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom, but it also has a number of other tools that the Zephras lack. Repeatable removal by way of Purple Poison, the ability to go into very powerful Link monsters and then spam the board with a bunch of 4s that can convert into powerful 4-star monsters. But Zephra had something that Pendulum didn't as well, and that's the ability to play hand traps. While Pendulum Magician was one of the first decks in a long, unbroken chain of pendulum theory that basically equates to play as many pendulums as you possibly can and hope for the best, there's no way you'll brick, Zephra does something different. It aims to play a minimal number of pendulums, just enough to perform a pendulum summon, and then cram the rest of the deck full of consistency tools like Zephyr Providence, Oracle of Zephra, and Terraforming, and, surprisingly, hand traps. In fact, this was the deck of choice for individuals who did want to set scales, but also didn't want to immediately lose to an opponent resolving something like, I don't know, any of the premier format threats during this time. If there's a non-zero chance your opponent is going to activate something like a Card of Demise, you do kind of want to be packing Ash Blossom. Gamma feels really good if your opponent is about to burn you for 4,000. Now, what you see in front of you is one of the most successful Zephra variants, but it's hardly the only one. Zephra had a ton of combo theory go into building this deck, and different variants put up different amounts of interaction. While some aimed to comport to the existing pendulum theory of wombo combo your opponent as hard as possible, this one attempts to, dare I say, play it a little more mid-range. Get to a position where you are both at parity, but you have scales and can summon something like Zefra Nui every turn. So what's the goal of this deck? Well, enabled by new cards like Zephyr Providence and Zephrath, this deck had an uncanny ability to fill its face-up extra deck. Zephyr Providence allows you to get Zephrath, which allows you to scale anything you want, usually a Zephyr Nui, and then you are simply one scale away, which you could get by virtue of Terraforming or Oracle of Zephra, or Dragon Ravine, provided the Supreme King Dragon Darkworm is still in your deck, to summoning a Zephyr Nui, which converts to an immediate negate, either Zephyr War, Divine Strike, or 9 Pillars of the Yang Zing. With more Zephyr Searchers at your disposal, or the ability to perform a Link Summon pre-Pendulum by virtue of something like Dragon's Ravine, getting a Supreme King Dragon Darkworm and then normal summoning an additional monster, you could make a Heavy Metal Foes Electromite that could go all the way off. In a best of all possible worlds, this deck can do a lot. More combo-focused variants of the deck could very easily overwhelm an opponent with an unbelievable number of negates, but this one is playing things a little closer to the chest, aiming only to end on something like Chow Fang Phantom of the Yang Zing or Photon Strike Bouncer. That said, don't be fooled by the innocuous boards this deck puts up. It has an unbelievable ability to stop an opponent in their tracks by way of the searchable trap cards like Zephra War, and the ability to add hand traps from deck to hand by while Oracle of Zephra is on the field, synchro summoning a Stardust Charge Warrior. This will trigger the effect of the Oracle of Zephra, which says if that monster was made with a Zephra, you can choose a monster from your deck and put it on top of your deck. This allows you to stack the hand trap of your choice, then draw it off the Charge Warrior trigger. Frequently, this deck would end on a bunch of different kinds of interaction. Consider the monster negate of Photon Strike Bouncer, the hand trap, and the Zephra War at your disposal. Once your opponent passed back to you, you could easily overwhelm them because, at the end of the day, you're a pendulum deck. Cards like Baxia and Yazi, and yes, even Black Rose Dragon, really helped. So with that, let's get into the card by card. First up, the big daddy of them all, Zephrath. This card has two really powerful effects. During your main phase, you can add one Zephra Pendulum monster from your deck to your extra deck face up, and if you do, change this card's pendulum scale to be the same as that pendulum monster's. As a monster, it also has an effect that theoretically could come up, but didn't often in practice. You can special summon this card by tributing all monsters you control, including at least 3 Zephras, and then after you special summon this card, you can pend again. He also special summons monsters from the deck, but conceivably this card was not going to make it onto the field. Zefra Nui is one of the most unbelievable, repeatable advantage outlets in the history of time. When this card is pendulum summoned, or when this card is destroyed by battle or card effect while in your monster zone, you can add a Yangzing or a Zefra spell trap from your deck to your hand. This could get you, of course, interaction in terms of 9 pillars of the Yangzing, Zefra War, Zefra Divine Strike, but during this period it could also get you Searchers. If you needed extension, you could get Zefra Providence for an Oracle of Zephra, and of course Providence has a little bit of a protection effect on it too that we'll go over when we get there. Even in low impact hands, you would probably be pendulum summoning this monster, getting a piece of interaction for your opponent, and then searching again for follow-up when it was inevitably destroyed. 3 Zephraxi, Treasure of the Yangzing. This card is a 1 scale, which is why we're playing it, but also if it's pendulum summoned or special summoned from the main deck by something like a Jiao2, you can target a Yangzing or a Zephyr you control except Zephraxi, and that face-up monster is treated as a tuner this turn, and this card goes to the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. Zephrathubin and Zephraxiton are the 1 in 7 of the Satellar Knight Zephras. These destroy either set cards or face-up cards on your opponent's side of the field. They are great for removal, and honestly just great to get in your face-up EMZ. Zefra Wendy's in here as well. There's not really a compelling reason why. I guess in scenarios where you have access to Supreme King Dragon Darkworm and Zephrath, you can use the Zephrath to put something incredible in your face-up extra deck, then normal summon the Zefra Wendy to get it back to your hand before you link summon a copy of Heavy Metal Foe's Electromite, and then afterwards you'll be able to pen the card from your hand, keeping your EMZs open for the cards that you use to make Electromite, but you're always winning in a scenario where you have Darkworm plus Zephrath. Of course, Gate Zero's in here, and we have a backup target for Dragon's Ravine. Destroyer of the Lost Dragon's Frisian gets a lot better when Yazi is in your extra deck. We're playing one Jiao2. This is a really strange inclusion, but it comes up quite frequently. Just being a Yangzing is pretty good, being a 2-star tuner is good, and there's a lot of scenarios in which your hand is clogged full of exactly Zefra Nui and Zephraxi. This allows you to discard Yangzing cards from your hand in order to special monsters from your deck. It's a 1 card, provided your hand is fine, way to make Heavy Metal Foe's Electromite, which is probably worth discussing for that reason alone. We've got 3 copies of Ash, 3 copies of Ghost Ogre, 3 copies of Gamma, and a Psyframe Driver. After that, we've got 3 Zefra Providence. This adds a Zephyr from your deck to your hand, and if a Zephyr card you control would be destroyed, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish it instead. We've got 3 copies of Oracle of Zephra. When this is activated, you can add a Zephyr monster from your deck to your hand, and when you summon a monster from your extra deck or ritual summon using a Zephra monster, you can trigger a whole bunch of effects. The Synchro one we've talked about, but the Xyz effect is pretty good too, and conceivably will come up. We've got 3 Terraforming, 1 Dragon Ravine, 1 Foolish Burial, triple Dragon Shrine, and then 9 pillars, Zephyr War and Zephyr Divine Strike in the side. We've got triple Armageddon Knight, a set rotation, Raigeki, Darkhold, triple Cosmic Cyclone, triple Evenly Matched, and triple D-Barrier. In the extra, we've got Tornado Dragon, Photon Strike Bouncer, Tomi M7, Stardust Charge Warrior, Metaphys Horus, Black Rose Dragon, Yazi Evil of the Yangzing, Baxia, Psyframe Lord Omega, Vermilion Dragon Mech, Xiaofang, Borolo, Decode Talker, and double Heavy Metal Foe's Electromite.
Why are we playing this again? Like seriously, do you guys really want to watch me play a 60 card deck again? It's sad that in the context of what's going on in the format at this time, where there's Pendulum FTK, there's 3 other FTKs, there's True Draco playing a million Floodgates, which is basically an FTK, that this is actually one of the most interactive decks out of all of them, and yeah, here we are. So, obviously I'm no stranger to playing these 60 card piles. It's funny how they just continue to keep amalgamizing into what you see before you. And yeah, we're going to give it a good old try, I suppose. So let's do the card by card. We've got some ashes. Dogoron's in here because we're actually playing a small dino package. So 60 card Lightsworn Zombie has now evolved into 60 card Lightsworn Dino Zombie. So we have a Dogoron. I guess we should talk about the dino stuff since we're already on the subject. Giant Rex was already being played anyway because if you banish it with snow, it's a free rank 4 every turn, so that's cool. But now we have Overtex Quatless, Soul Eating Oviraptor, Double Evolution Pill, and of course the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. So why are we playing this? Well, Overtex Quatless is a new card from, I believe, Extreme Force that reads, the effect that matters, I should say, is that if it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can add 1 Evolution Pill spell from your deck to your hand. So if we're to mill this off of a copy of Grass or, a Minerva effect, this will then trigger to add Double Evolution Pill to the hand. This is a card that says banish a dino and 1 dino monster from your hand and or graveyard. Special summon a level 7 or higher dino monster from your hand or deck, ignoring the summoning condition. So we can get into Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and this gives us like a giant menacing threat, either going first or second, because going first, we can actually just set this up. Then on our opponent's turn, we can stop them from linking or, doing any sort of extra deck plays because we can just set everything down. And then we have a 3,500 colossal monster that we just hit into everything and probably kill them. The Oviraptor can also be used to send the Quatless to the graveyard to get this whole little chain going. So it gives us like an extra normal summon to do things with. And so I kind of see the argument. We've actually dropped a lot of like the Lightsworn cards from this deck, like Wolf and such, because they don't really do a whole lot. You're kind of just gambling, hoping you're going to hit some mills. So like, why not just like take any good level 4s that aren't Lightsworns, make Minerva, and then you can get some extra mills if you need them. But clearly this card hasn't been that good to us in the past, and I'm not expecting to now either. We of course have copies of Snow, which we want to see in the graveyard as well. We're playing Ogre. I don't know why we're playing hand traps and 60 cards. I guess we want like some things against like the FTKs, so I guess it makes sense from that perspective. We're playing Thousand Blades because we're playing Trick Clown, of course. Lone Fire is to go into Predoplant Orphis Scorpio, which then summons Darling Toadia Cobra, which then adds Brilliant Fusion to our hand, which is pretty cool. This actually kind of just sets everything in motion, allows us to make gigantic boards, and so hopefully we see some of that. We also have the zombie package. I guess I should go up here for the zombie package. We have Mizuki, we have Solitaire, we have a Unizombie as well. These are like kind of the only ones we need if we're being completely honest. This allows us to access stuff like Cyframe Lord Omega. We have the Damage Juggler and the Hat Tricker to go, of course, with the Trick Clown, and then we have a Spirit Master, of course, to go with the Solitaire, and that's it. Then we have a Garnet to go with our Brilliant Fusion. The spells include 3 Double Evolution Pill, a Foolish Burial, triple Forbidden Chalice, triple Fossil Dig to search our Oviraptor, triple Gold Sark, which can get us our Giant Rex, or just anything that we need in any particular instance. Left Arm Offering can search any spell in any given instance, but obviously that Grass Look Screener is the best one. Reborn's insane. Desires doesn't matter because we're playing 60 cards. And of course, Soul Charge because we're going to have 90% of our deck in the graveyard most of the time. The extra includes Seraphinite, of course, because we're playing Brilliant Fusion. Black Rose and Omega, I mean, just nice options to have. For the Xyz, we have Dweller, Amaterasu, we have Dolka. Invoker's cool because once you go for Scorpio plus Cobra, you go into Invoker, and Invoker can get Thousand Blades out of the deck, so then that way if you're able to... Actually, no, this makes sense, because then when you go Brilliant Fusion, you can dump Trick Clown, then you have the Clown Blade combo set up off of that, so that's really cool. Minerva's in here for mills, I guess. We're not even playing Lightsworns, but I guess we're playing so many things we want to get into the graveyard anyway. It kind of makes sense. Tornado Dragon's actually a good rank 4. And then for links, we're playing Borreload, Curious, Mrs. Radiant. So are you just crazy? Because we actually probably always have 4 monsters on the field, and then Underclock Taker. The side deck, this starts getting popularized. Destrudo plus Mari Mari is a neat little combo in tandem with Yazi, Evil of the Yangzing. This is great for going second. The biggest issue is there wasn't really a way to like capitalize off the Mari Mari tokens. Basically, you get Destrudo in the grave, you summon it by targeting any of your monsters, and then this sinks into Yazi. Yazi pops itself in a monster or a card on the opponent's field, rather, and then you can summon Mari Mari. This gives you a bunch of tokens. The problem is you have nothing to really do with it. I guess you could theoretically go into like a Saryuja after like some link plays or different things, but you actually want to kill the opponent. Once Borrelsword Dragon comes out a little bit later, this combo becomes more potent, but you start seeing this in decks around this time. We have 2 Call by the Grace, we have triple Twin Twister, triple Dimensional Barrier, and double Evenly Matched. I really hate side decking in 60 card decks because I feel like you're never going to see the cards. In this deck especially, you're going to be milling half the cards. So I guess we'll see. Maybe it's good enough to get a win, but I'm not super optimistic about it. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to Duel. Well, Joseph, I said we needed a reprieve last episode, and I guess technically this is a reprieve, but I'm not sure now that I'm looking at these decks again.
We're going to be playing at least, you know, maybe theoretically both players will get a turn. But yeah, you are right in basically characterizing both of these decks as a big combo solitaire match. So
yeah,
one more of these, and then the format shifts, and then 6 more of those, and then the format shifts, and we can play fucking Sky Striker or something. I don't know.
Thankfully, I think a lot of people are actually looking forward to that, but we do have to get through it. It is we are loyal subjects to the historical lore of Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's shout out the patron. It is Reapers. Thank you for the support. Hopefully you like Reaper format. Got the hand up, Joseph?
Yeah, sure.
I rolled a 4. I don't know. There's a lot of 4s in my deck. How about that?
Man, how come every time we play combo decks, you fucking win the die roll? I got a 2 for the number of pendulum summons I could conceivably do.
Okay, then that is terrifying at the end of the day. But I think you can rest easy. My deck can do some crazy shit, don't get me wrong. But I also think it's not like the craziest thing you could be. Looking at this hand, I might.
Yeah.
We'll go main phase 1. We'll start with Brilliant.
60 cards, buddy. 60 cards. Yeah,
60
nothing.
cards. It's
nothing
still
for
at 3,
Brilliant
by the
Fusion.
way. It's still at 3, by the way.
Someone pull up
So-
the hypergeometric. What are we working with here?
That's true. Anyway, the problem with playing 60 cards is I don't know where my fucking Garnet is. So there it is.
My win
All right.
con is you just don't find it.
That honestly, you're probably right. That's probably how it should work. We'll go. Looking at the rest of my hand, I actually don't know what the correct option is here. We'll go Trick Clown. I'll just keep it safe.
Yeah.
Now we are still in MR4, which is kind of awkward, so I have to do with this. We'll go Trick Clown, pay 1,000.
Yep.
We're gonna Desires.
Yes.
Got anything for me?
No.
Okay. These are gonna need to be pretty good. And they're not. Gold Sark.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay. We're good. Rex Effect.
Yeah.
We'll overlay. I don't know what we're making. There is one card that, you know, it's the best. Actually, we're not overlaying shit. I have Seraphinite. Hold on.
I was gonna say. You got work to do here, buddy.
Master Rule 4 fucking blows. It's so annoying. All right, let's do this. I have not done any normal summon yet. I just Brilliant Fusioned. I guess I will use an extra normal summon on Darlingtonia Cobra.
Well, I want to be mad about the Brilliant Fusion, but that's nice to see.
Not great. I'll be honest with you, too. It's, looking at everything else in my hand, it's not really coming together. We're going to make fucking Underclock Taker.
Yes.
It's not pretty. It's not pretty. You know what? She's been so good to me in the past. Why do we stop now?
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. All right. Let's just 3 wolves. Of course.
3 good ones.
Never lucky. Really needed to actually get lucky on that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, that's all I got. Go
Nice
ahead.
deck, dude. Really good stuff.
It's so great.
Stand by
I know
me.
people love watching me pilot the 60 card piles. It's great. I don't know what the fuck I could have done with this hand. I'll be honest with you.
You just gotta freestyle, and I'm gonna freestyle with a Foolish Burial. How are we feeling about that?
Go ahead. I gotta be honest. The last 3 cards of my hand don't do fucking anything, so that didn't help.
You know what's like really unbelievably cool? This shit's legal. God
is.
damn, dude. How did they leave this shit legal? I was talking to some people about this format because obviously we've been playing it, and it just shocks me that this shit is legal. Man. Let's go Dragon Ravine. We fucking activated, am I right? Let's send Ghost Ogre. We'll pitch Destrudo. The Lost
That seems like a
Dragons
good card.
version. It's okay.
Ooh, are we on the Mare bullshit?
You know, I don't think we are. We're just playing this guy because he's crazy strong.
I mean, he is. Yeah, that was just my natural inclination.
Wow, I really.
I guess it's not as
theoretically
good
do
until
that.
we get Boral Sword Dragon.
I'm gonna do a play that's like shocking. Destrudo target Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. There's no way this is right? 1, 2. Does it really?
Pay half your life points.
I know. I'm just to bottom of deck here and to extra. Let's make Yazi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Yazi target Minerva.
Sure. What are you targeting on your side?
Oh, him.
The Yazi?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Then I go Yazi 1, and you can go Minerva 2,
Minerva
right?
2. Yeah, I may as well. Got nothing really to lose. Hopefully I hit a snow. Or not. Ooh!
Quatless is something.
I'll take Quatless. Yeah, sure. So you resolve first, and then I get to Quatless after.
I'm going to get...
That's if I get another turn.
We'll go Jiaotu.
Sure, and then I'll Quatless. I'll get double evolution pill. This card is crazy.
We're going to go Jiaotu. We fucking open Zephra Nui.
Oh my god. Okay.
So we are going to get Zephraxy, Zephra Nui.
Sure.
Fucking Electromite.
Oh my god, yeah. That works.
Electromite. No Astrograph in this deck. Let's put Sephiroth up there.
Okay.
Electromite. Let's pop Ravine. Grab Sephiroth. Let's go Oracle of Zephra.
This card's crazy.
It's nutty. It's a little nutty. We're gonna grab a Zephra card here. We're gonna grab Zephraxiton. Normal Zephraxiton. We have a normal. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, you're right.
Jiaotu and Zephraxiton for fucking Stardust Charge Warrior.
Seems pretty good.
We're gonna go Charge Warrior 1, Oracle of Zephra 2.
You get to choose what you draw. Sure.
Yeah. We are gonna stack. All right, this is lame, but I'm gonna do it this way. We'll go Zephrath, Supreme King Gate 0.
Okay. Well, what are you adding?
Oh yeah, what are we adding? Good question. Let's just grab a guy. You know what I'm saying? We'll grab Zephraxy. Oh.
Sure. Okay.
We'll activate Zephrath.
Okay.
We're gonna send Zephra Wendy to the face-up extra.
And so now this is a 7 scale.
Yeah. We're just gonna PS 2.
Okay.
We are gonna go Zephra Nui. We are gonna grab. Okay, what do we want here? What are we scared of? Divine Strike.
Well, you know I have double evolution pill.
Yeah, Divine Strike checks that. Yeah, we'll grab that. Then we are gonna go Zephra Nui and Stardust Charge Warrior.
Ooh. Rank
for Drike Bouncer.
I haven't seen this guy in ages.
Yeah. And then we're just gonna go combat.
Okay, so I take 17 and then 15, 18, correct?
Yeah. Second main, I'll just set one.
I hate to say this. Would you like to activate the Xyz effect of Oracle of Zephra?
It doesn't matter because I'm never gonna. Oh yeah.
Oh come on!
That's a pretty good one.
Wow, unreal. All right, standby main. So I know you have the fucking Divine Strike.
Yeah.
Strike Bouncer just negates an effect. Doesn't destroy the monster, if I remember correctly.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does damage though, which is kind of concerning. Desires.
That's fine.
That's pretty good. Depending on what's banished. Fossil Dig. I don't know what's left. We will not Fossil Dig.
I see.
It's not great, I'll be honest. It isn't great. Let's... Double evolution pill. I guess it's cost to banish, so I will do this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like I have to.
It has to be a non-dinosaur, sorry. It's got to be a non-dinosaur.
Yeah.
Let's fucking whatever. Lone Fire.
I guess I'll have to Divine Strike this.
Sure. Rex effect.
Yeah.
Man, why? Oh, it's probably banned. I'm like, where's my Exciton?
Yeah.
And yeah, that card was banned a while ago. Yeah, you got it. I had so many brick cards by the You know, I was thinking about it while you were doing your plays. I had 4 materials for a Saryuja, and I was thinking, because my hand was, it was a Dogeron, another Quatless, and then I drew a Desires off the Desires in Classic form.
Cool.
So I was thinking to myself, I could have just Saryuja'd my hand back, but you had Ogre, so I would have just immediately lost the game in that case. So I guess it worked out. And then after the second Desires, I drew a Grass Looks Greener when my deck has less cards than you somehow.
Hilarious.
And a Fossil Dig with no targets left in deck. So it was a great time. Great time. We will go ahead to main phase 1. I will try for an Orphis Scorpio.
Oh.
I will pitch a Ghost Ogre for cost.
Well, I hate to do this to you. Gamma. I actually didn't hate to do this to you at all. It was very exciting. right.
Oh man, great time. Great time. Yep.
Let's go terraforming.
Yeah.
This guy.
Sure.
Ravine.
Yep.
You can pitch the ash now.
You have to, which effect are you using?
The sand.
I'm gonna ogre ravine actually.
Okay, that's better. Providence.
Fuck you, I'll ash.
All right. Zephraxi Zephrath. Zephrath effect.
Yeah.
We'll send Zephra Nui. Penned 1.
Pen 1, get your divine strike or whatever. Well, actually, no, you have to get 9 pillars here, I think, don't you?
Well,
you don't have anything for divine strike in your extra.
Let's say hypothetically that I did not keep that card in. We will grab Zephra War.
This is just like a 1-for-1 pop, right?
Yeah. Back to you.
Okay. We'll draw. That's pretty fucking good.
That is pretty fucking good. Wow, that's like the best fucking thing it could be.
Honestly, that is probably the best thing it could. I don't know if it's the best thing, but it's up there. It's up there. We'll get Obi. We'll go Obi effect.
Yes.
I think the play here is honestly just send Quatless and then Quatless add double evolution pill. So let's do that. If I can find the pill. There we go. Problem is you have war, so you theoretically can just take out my dude. That's
no theory about it. I intend to do so.
Yeah, there is not. It's not. This is 26. That's a big guy. That's a big fucker.
Yeah.
Reborn. Target Ash.
Yeah.
Anything.
No.
Black Rose.
Oh my fucking god. Why are you playing this card?
Why not? It seems pretty good in this situation.
Okay. Is there any reason to do anything? No, that's fine. We'll go Zephra Nui. I guess we're grabbing... Oh, wait. What the fuck am I doing? I'm gonna banish Zephra Providence.
Oh, you have Providence? Oh, fuck. This whole thing doesn't work.
Yeah, we
never
can
mind.
do something else.
Well, actually, no. It'll still pop the war. Because the war...
Yeah, the war is the thing. Yeah.
The war is the thing, yeah. So you still have the rest of your field, though. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I just need to clear the war. That is annoying, because I wanted to just wipe everything.
I bet you did.
It's fine. Yeah. Okay, we're doing the thing.
Yeah,
we already know this is happening. We'll get rid of Quatless, and we'll get rid of Ogre. Don't know if it matters, honestly. Give us the big boy.
There's the big boy.
Big boy is here. We'll go battle, attack, effect to send and do 1,000.
So this is not a destroy, right?
It is not.
All right, I'll take
send,
1,000 here.
So that is very convenient in this exact situation.
I was gonna say.
We're all in on conductor. Go ahead.
It's not a bad place to be. We're gonna go Zephrath here. Fucking... How much does this matter? I think this is the funniest thing I can do. God, War would go crazy here. Let's go... Fucking... Zephra Nui.
The extra deck he goes.
Penned 1. Nui effect. We'll grab Oracle of Zephra. You know what? Let's grab Providence.
Yeah, Providence for Oracle of Zephra.
Providence.
Yep.
Oracle.
You having that Providence was so good.
Yeah. We're gonna grab... What is this fucking guy's name? Zephra Thubin. Normal summon Thubin. Effect will target, I guess, Nui and Ultimate Conductor Tyranno.
I kind of just want to let it go, because if I set him, he's kind of more difficult to kill if I set. So
Up to
the downside is if you have an extender, if I flip him, it stops you from, like, going off. I don't know what else you can do. You've already penned some, and you've already normaled. You need, like, fuck it, let it go.
You're good.
Come on. Fantastic. Fantastic. I love this deck, let me tell you. Scorpio. Might as well get damage in.
I'll take 12 here.
Yeah.
I mean, it matters. I can't make fucking... Oh my god.
You can only summon one of them.
Can I please draw a goddamn guy? PS1. We have to fucking do this first. Zephra Path.
Sure.
PS1. Zephra Nui.
Yep.
Let us grab Providence. Let's do Providence for Oracle. Let us grab Zephraxy. Normal Zephraxy.
Yep.
Combat.
It's bigger. Yeah, I'll take it.
Second main. Fucking this asshole.
Electromite.
Ah. Electromite effect. We're gonna scale this guy. Electromite effect, target Oracle. No, we shouldn't do that. We gotta draw a card. No, we don't. I'm gonna fucking get this guy. Go ahead.
Grass one time. That ain't bad.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I'm so dead. I guess you have to kill me, but I imagine I'm dead this turn. Go ahead.
All right. Stand by me.
I have to banish for cost, sorry.
Yeah. Dark Worm.
Yep.
Electromite. Grab. Who's an asshole to summon? Probably Zephyr Nui. Electromite.
Yep.
PS.
Everything.
1, 2, 3. Zephyr Nui. Grab Oracle.
Oracle.
Oracle for Zephrath.
Yep.
I will special summon Zephrath! Oh, yeah.
You got to do the thing. You got to do the thing.
All right. Let's perform a second pendulum summon.
Yeah.
We'll go you and then combat.
And that's the game. Oh, that was terrible. I want to try the game 3.
Yes, yes.
Well, you're out of the shirt, buddy. Congratulations. This is
After a year.
These 60 card decks have not been having a good show.
No, they have not.
No. We're trying our best out here. We truly are. I had Ash for your Gamma last game, but it just, like, you would just negate whatever.
Then I Gamma the Darling
Exactly.
Tonya
It doesn't do
Cobra,
anything.
yeah.
It literally doesn't do anything.
I thought about that. I was like, you know, I maybe should have waited for the dark. I'm like, I got to play around Ash.
Yeah. All right. This hand seems insane, so I guess we'll try our best. Let's go Brilliant.
You're the king of opening this card.
In 60 cards? Oh, Jesus. All right, fine. Fuck it. Assuming nothing.
Yeah. No, nothing.
Yeah. I wanted to go Oviraptor for double evolution pill first, but I don't have a way to summon the goddamn dino before I left arm. So we're going to add this card. Let's try it.
Yeah. Nothing.
Wow, excellent.
That was not terrible. That was not bad.
I milled the fucking pills. I think there's like 2 Quatlis in this deck too, and I did not fucking hit them. That's...
Oh, I thought that Hat Tricker was Trick Clown. This is actually kind of
This is not great. This is not great. The best I think I can do with this, in all honesty, is I can make a rank 4. So I guess we'll try that. We'll go Damage Juggler. We'll get Trick Clown somewhere. There it is. We'll normal the clown. We'll banish 7 for snow.
Yeah.
Didn't even hit Rex. This is so bad. We'll overlay. I don't know what I'm making. Like, Minerva's terrible because I never hit with it. I can make a Tornado Dragon and hit one of your cards. So theoretically, that does something. We're gambling. We'll go Minerva.
My Gamba. Go for it.
Oh, we hit!
Oh!
We hit! All right. Now we're getting somewhere. Do I have any
do
pills
we have another
left?
pill?
Do I have any We have 3 pills!
Let's go, baby.
Big Pharma, let's go. Never letting us down.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Double evolution pill. Get rid of this idiot and get rid of... I don't literally think this matters at this point. Oh, we do. I thought we didn't have one. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Oh, man. Okay.
We're on 2. Okay, yeah, we only milled
banish
1.
any.
That's fine. Okay, this board sucks. Go.
I mean, it's the best one yet. Dragon Shrine. He's really... I can't believe he's legal. Ooh, although I have a funnier option. No, it's not very good. We'll send Dragon Darkworm.
Sure.
Darkworm effect.
Yep.
Wow. I'm gonna put him over here.
A gate 0.
Terraforming.
Sure.
Dragon Shrine.
As a ravine.
Activate. Yeah, Ravine. Yeah. We will pitch Zephra Wendy.
Yep.
I will send Frisian. Destrudo?
Thinking here, probably have to stop this. I don't think I have much of a choice. We will go Effect of Snow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets rid of all of our spells. Again, I don't think the rest of this really matters. Go 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
Snow effects set the Destrudo. Sorry, this should be in the extra monsters though.
Yeah. Let's scale Gate 0 Zephrath.
Yikes. Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
Zephrath. Zephranui. It's PS1. Zephranui. Providence.
On res here, I'm gonna Tyranno.
I'm gonna Ghost Ogre.
Fuck, that's good. Sure. So this dies, it still resolves, and these get set.
Sure. Let's go Providence.
Yep.
I'm just gonna grab Oracle.
Sure.
We'll go Oracle. I'll grab Zephraxy.
Yep.
And then you're good to go.
Draw. Let's start by trying for Minerva.
Yes.
Come on! That'd be good if I didn't mill everything else. I don't think I have any more evolution pills. I will double check. No, all 3 are banished, so I know I don't have any. Well, that blew. We'll go Trick Clown, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Oviraptor.
That's unbelievable.
I don't know if I have any
you did.
targets. I don't know if I have any targets.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I've already, like, used everything else, so... Oh, this is pretty sick, actually. Okay. We'll get Rex. We're gonna go... Problem is, these Zephra guys got some big butts. 26.
Yeah, they got asses on them.
Destrudo's got
26,
3K.
12, 3.
The 12 I'm not concerned with. It's the other 2. All right, let's see where this goes. I'm gonna snow. We're gonna go 1, 2, whoops, whatever. 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep this in grave, actually. We'll go 6 and 7. We'll get snow. Rex. Fortunately, that's just not enough. Minerva, Snow, Underclock Taker. We're going to go Oviraptor, Pop Rex, Get Back Conductor. And then we're going to go Ovi Trick Clown for Tornado Dragon. We'll go Tornado to pop Zephrath. Then we'll go Battle. I'll take out this because that's the only thing I can kill, sadly.
Yep.
And then that's all I got. Go ahead.
Stand by me.
Yup.
Normal summon Zephraxy. Thoughts?
No response. That's fine.
I will flip summon this guy.
Yeah, we'll Tyranno.
We will Ghost Ogre.
Again. That's crazy. Sure. So he dies, this dies, everything gets set again.
Go ahead.
Come on.
That's pretty fucking good, dog.
Oh, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Are you just dead here? You're dead. This is over.
Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah.
Yeah, we just attack everything.
Man.
Tornado in. Wow. Oh, that was a climactic way to end. Okay.
It was very, very funny. Oh, man.
The fucking ultimate conductor Tyranno that could. Wow. Okay. This deck sucks for like the 900th time. It's 60 cards. I don't really know what else people want out of this. Even when you throw dinosaurs in it, like, I get it. You send Quatless, you add the pill, and then you just get another big dude on the field. Cool. It's still You know, it's just good old 60 cards. I don't know what else people want. You're playing the more interesting deck. Let's talk about your deck.
Well, nah, I mean, we can talk a little about yours. We've seen the 60 card pile take like a ton of different approaches to the problem of, oh no, there's not 60 playables in this format, but grass is still legal. And this is like the last time I think that people really take it seriously before the banning of that grass looks greener. The deck at this point is, I apologize, it is coping. People figured that a 60 card deck was just a license to play as many garnets as possible.
Yep.
So like, we're staring at a deck that's got like zombie elements in Mizuki. I guess Unizombie is in here. We didn't see it.
I was about to say, I'm playing zombies in this deck. You wouldn't know it after 3 games, but I had zombies in here.
It's got Clown Blade in it.
Yep.
It's so deep on the Perform Ages. It's got Darling Tonia Cobra, the Brilliant Fusions, and the Overraptors. But it's at a point where there's not really a reason to do this. Like, Pendulum Magician is just the better Wombo combo deck anyway, so why get yourself into a position where you have to, high roll against a deck that high rolls every single game? The funniest part of this is the reason to play the deck is like Brilliant Fusion never hits Garnet because you're on so many cards and that grass is crazy.
Yep.
But the other deck in the format designed to beat the other Wombo combo deck, True Draco, mains anti-spell, so you lose anyway.
I don't know what people want. Like, we've played, I've played the 60 card pile multiple times, and it's just like every time it just feels lackluster. And like, yeah, there are some moments where you can do some crazy things, but they don't, the high roll moments don't outweigh just like the glaring issues that a deck like this has. And sideboarding is also an issue as well. Like, you're not going to see your side cards very often in 60 cards, and that's something that you just have to deal with. So it's not really surprising to see that this is sort of like the end. I also think they ban grass like on the next list too, so like that, it's not like the nail in the coffin for people who play 60 cards, especially once we get to later
almost free,
years.
sir.
Yeah. A bunch of people start playing like 52 and a bunch of weird numbers later because of math reasons, but yeah. It's been fun, but I think it's time to retire this. Let's talk about your deck though, because I think it's cool you got to actually like do the second Zephra Pendulum summon, which, let's be honest, you should never,
comes up.
It never comes up. It just came up because my deck sucks and you were able to pull it off. But this was like actually a very scary deck for the time.
Yeah, so Zephra is interesting. If I looked a little clunky playing it, that's because there are like a million different variants of this deck.
Yeah.
There are ones that are really in on combo, playing things like Shadal Zephyr Core. There are ones that are really non-in on combo, playing just Zephrath, Zephranui, and as many as it takes to get by. This is closer to the latter than the former, but is still playing a lot of really cool combo enablers. This is a style of Pendulum gameplay that unfortunately just doesn't really stick. I guess now people are once again experimenting with it because the modern Pendulum decks are things like Draco Slayer and Abyss Actor, which do have the capacity to play like a really svelte kind of combo line and then back it up with a whole bunch of non-engine. But especially for the time, the concept that you would be able to play a consistent and powerful Pendulum strategy and also 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Gamma, and a Driver was really, really tantalizing.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw in Game 2, I functionally won off the back of drawing a hand trap in a deck that the other Pendulum deck in the format was playing none of them, period. This deck... The thing that's kind of strange about this deck is that there's a lot of raw power concentrated in Zephrath and Zephranui. Those 2 cards are incredibly powerful. Zephrath functionally just because it gets Zephranui, which gets the newly released Providence, and Oracle of Zephra gives you a little bit of ability to prevent destruction of your cards, and Oracle of Zephra sets up some really funny combos where you like draw into your or draw into an Ash Blossom or something against a 60 card deck. But largely the combos you were doing, because Danglong is no longer around, weren't like 45-minute setups, despite, how slow I played it.
Yeah.
They were just like, we are trying to get to Electromite pre-Pendulum Summon, and if we don't, it's not that big of a deal. Like, we are just going to be able to, like you saw in Game 3, have a bunch of monsters with big butts that are really hard to destroy because of the Providence Engrave and kill you on the crackback. A lot of people see a lot of success with this strategy for a very long time. In the OCG, this topped pretty much weekly from its release until now. And in the TCG, a lot of individuals, including, once again, Vlad, had a lot of success with different variants of this strategy. Unfortunately, I don't think it ever becomes popular enough, again, that we will look at it in History of Yu-Gi-Oh!, but it's always kind of around as either a, I don't want to say mid-range, but like a repeatable pendulum combo strategy in comparison to the other pendulum combo strategies, which are functionally just like all in, you know, feast or famine.
Yeah, and I think that sort of addresses the glaring issue with this deck because, as you mentioned at the beginning of your little ramble, that when you're playing these 10 hand traps, essentially, you could just be thinking, well, I could just play 10 combo cards, right? And a lot of people, the Discord starts to shift into a direction where, is it even worth playing hand traps altogether? Because if I can just combo off into a position where my combos are so formidable and robust that even if I don't have a hand trap to stop you, my combo is going to play through whatever your deck does anyway, and is arguably better because when you draw for your 6th card, that hand trap isn't going to do anything. Whereas if that's a combo extender, it actually allows you to play through regardless. And so there starts to become a debate as to really, like, should hand traps even really be played in combo decks? And I think this deck sort of tries to challenge that, but I think that's why, you know, Pendulum Magician, Pend FDK, was just the more robust Pendulum deck at the end of the day because it subscribed to that philosophy that we just go all in on combo and it's good enough to win all the time.
Yes, Ghost Ogre and Ash and Gamma are really strong cards, but like the cards that beat Pendulum strategies during this time are anti-spell.
Yep.
You know, they're evenly matched. And none of those cards deal with that issue, so how much can you really care?
Yeah. Well, congratulations, buddy. You're out of the shirt. And just in time for another fun format of 2018 for us to enter next episode.
Yeah.
I know you're so excited for that one.
This was nice. We had like a turn 3 in a couple of those games, but after release of Flames of Destruction, I mean, the format just goes down in flames.
Yeah,
There's no other word for it.
The name of the set is very fitting. That's for sure. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shoutouts to Shadow1317, Tim00x3, MBT Play Madolce, Moto, Cameron L. Smith, Pony Stark, The Synchro Guy, Dan the Man Hoban, Draconic, Little Fade Leaf, Jordan Coons, Dylan Hunter, Dalton, Cody Bretts, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Flannel Daddy, Twinkle Muncher, Matthew Brady. I've tried reading cards before. It was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to get me therapy. Helios515, Cheeks McLapperty, Stolfin Amethyst, Wonder Waffle, MBT Cancel Bio Community soon, Cancel Bio Committee soon, Cancel by all players soon, Uncle Brian of Stardust, Nicholas Carpenter, Corvain, Peyton McGrath, and Candyman. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time.